Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers, where we are beginning things off immediately with a surprise attack over here. Now we have to be very careful because the difficulty of these are based on the level of your character at hand, and our Undead Knight certainly is rather quite highly leveled, to say the least. Yes, you can already tell just the raw difficulty that the game is throwing at us with the sheer bombardment of enemies right now. Luckily for us, I have the power of mashing buttons, and the enemies can't stand a chance to it. Even when I do get hit, I shield the hits anyway because I'm just that awesome. And that's going to go absolutely nowhere because that thing has no range whatsoever. In fact, that's why I'm worried about this confrontation altogether, because there just is not much range to go around. However, we conducted this surprise attack regardless, because first of all we get an awesome reward for it, an Imaginite chest. But second of all, when I was syncing up the audio for this before the clip actually started, all I could hear was that frickin' like hawk enemy keep squawking at me, and it annoyed me so much that now I have no choice but to have to go out of my way to murder each and every one of them for the sake of the annoyance. Anyway, those baddies, I wasn't worried. I am interested in the gear, yes, please, gimme! I mean, I did say please, so I'm still being polite after all. Anyway, in Imaginate chest we have a common piece, which is good because it means it's going to be something new. We have a raptor nagger. That's a very interesting nagger, to say the least. Nice bit of treasure as well to go around. So now that we have triple star the Sky Fortress, we have very few levels left to triple star, and even fewer yet we are yet to have attempted. One of those being the Cursed Tiki Temple, so that is going to be the focus of this particular episode of Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers, because I do think it is about time we finally tackle that level. Where's this rat lead? Does it lead to Rat Kingdom? We'll have to find out. Because the Rat Kingdom is another thing that at some point in this series we are unfortunately going to have no choice but to have to tackle. There's absolutely nothing down here. I did this for nothing. And here I was thinking it's the, eagle enemy, hawk enemies, whatever that fucking bird is, whatever they are, I thought they was annoying. But nope, the rat was even more annoying than that. Without further ado, it's time for another surprise attack, because I feel like it, and the last one turned out so well for us. You know, I can't help but indulge my bloodlust. Let's kill them! That's what I'm talking about. And then let's blow them up, because we can. Boom, baby! I have no remorse. And that's okay. I mean, not really. We're just going to say that it is because I can. You know, words are... my mouth is open, words coming out. That's exactly what saying it means. Nice! Time for a level up. Let's go. Another perfectly good reason to tackle these over and over again to level myself up. But at some point in this series, we're going to have to start grinding out Imaginate chests, because there's actually a lot more pieces we're missing than what you'd expect, given how many hours have been put into the series already. So one of the future episodes of the series is just going to be me grinding out Imaginate chests, and we're going to conduct it in a similar manner to how we conducted for Tech Sensei Realm. So we're just going to record a bunch of hours worth of gameplay, speed through it at 3 or 4 times the speed, and only slow down when we're opening Imaginate chests so that way you can actually comprehend what gear it is I'm acquiring along the way. But our newest acquisition is a gargoyle torso for a gargoyle set. That's convenient. We need that set for part of 100% completion, much like how we need all the other sets. And luckily for us, Cursed Tiki Temple has some of those sets we're currently missing. It is what you would call a DLC exclusive set. What's this fella back here? Let's check it out. What do we have for ourselves? A bunch of common pieces. This would be one of those sets I was referring to earlier. The Shield Maiden set. We could recreate Astrid from How to Train a Dragon using this set. I know because Doomlander from Port Power TV did it. Like, how do we recreate Astrid from How to Train a Dragon in Skylanders? Simple, you just follow the Shield Maiden set. We got the Shield Maiden legs. And last but not least, we get, is that going to be arm pads? It is, shoulder pads even. The ornate, not shoulder pads. So that being said, that's the Lost Imaginite Mines. What we're tackling first is the Turst. Apparently my alliteration is getting the best of me right now, because we're travelling to the Turst Tiki Temple rather than the Cursed Tiki Temple. So here we are with more skippable cutscenes. To get out here, mash that button, the best button in the video game, the triangle button. Which so far has been exactly what we have been doing. I mean, it's one of the most efficient attacks for our Knight Imaginators, who we've been mashing the hell out of a triangle button when in combat. Now we're mashing the hell out of a triangle button to get this unnecessary deep out of here. The Haunted Tiki Village, where senseis are stronger here, so we're going to take advantage of the very same character that unlocks this level in the first place, Wildstorm. Of course, with the deepest voice of any Skylander out there. I mean, I don't think my voice right there quite did him justice. Strike! 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 Well, it would be more strikes, you know. I would have strikes to go along with my little tune that I was yeah, what I was trying to do there was strike to the tone of my own beat, but first of all I can't speak apparently, and second of all the cutscene got him away. Actually, the cutscene getting away was the first thing. I really wish like there was some sort of hidden collectible that we could acquire by jumping on top of this, but that seems to be asking too much. Can we push it still? That would be yes. This guy keeps speaking and it distracts me from my commentary. You wonder why I was suffering so much before? Well, it's because of this distraction I have on screen right now that can't seem to shut up. It's about as bad as the light realm got at its worst. That being said, let's head inside because this seems like an optional area where we can find the troll radio. So let's without further ado, stop that dial! Yeah, stop that dial. I mean, that wasn't really much of a tune. It definitely doesn't quite measure up to the audaciousness of my previous tune right now. Though unfortunately I didn't follow up the tune with commentary prowess, to say the least. It was quite the opposite, in fact. My commentary afterwards. I got a little tongue-tied, to say the least. This is what I get for trying to use fancy vocabulary. Stuff that's clearly like beyond my scope of intelligence. But hey, it's fancier than most people, so I've had people at work tell me that I use big words, so I will take the compliments if and where I get them. This is all for the sake of treasure by the looks of it, but you know what? I like ships. Let's go for it. Why not? It's not quite as bad as Spyro's Adventure when we had to wait on those like flying platforms as they took us to one area to find a key, and you had to do it again. So you had to go back and forth twice. That's 4 different platform trips. That bore me half to death. No wonder why the Wii version of Spyro's Adventure is the superior version of the video game. And I don't know why they even removed it from the port either. Like, where was the logic there? There wasn't any, much like the rest of the game when it comes to physics and just making sense in general. The game doesn't make any sense, and that's part of its charm. Let's kill it! Again, very charming game about murder and stuff with crazy swordy characters. Yeah, let's just stick with that. I think that's just good enough as it is. Boom! Destroyer! Get destroyed, baby. Boom! Boom, boom. Shake room. And we can jump to knock them back a little bit, because why not? Don't think I haven't forgot about your little friends over here, your Grim Creeper wannabes, because for some reason those guys remind me of Grim Creeper. I think it's like almost the ectoplasmic look that their whole body comprises of. There you go, now I'm using for words to their correct definitions, and I'm not stuttering so much whilst attempting to use them. That's an instant win right there if I ever have seen it. Boom, boom, shake room some more. Oh, these guys thought these were a chance. They thought so wrong. They couldn't be more wrong, in fact. Yeah, let's get him. That's what we're talking about. And now he's lasering me. That's just rude. Just because I'm obliterating you doesn't mean you have to retaliate in that way. We need to find a non-violent means of resolution to this conflict. By that I mean murder everything. It's not violence towards me, so it doesn't count. Oh, never mind. They hit me. I have been dealt damage. I am hurt. I am very much hurt. It's fine. We will not lose Wildstorm. Not in this thing. So let's take him out some more. What did I tell you? See, to quote Scrap Shooter right now. So we got a boatload of treasure again with the whole like boat themes, because we went on a little ship boat thing Bob earlier. I wouldn't exactly call it a ship. You know, a ship is like a boat, but way more grandeur in scale. I will be taking that pizza because I'm in desperate need of said pizza. We took quite a bit of damage that battle gong right now, but you know, in the end it was still no match for us. I almost feel sorry for the enemies that were destroyed, or should I even say annihilated, when I went through that battle bomb right there. That hurt. That's just rude, especially whilst I'm trying to collect Imaginite chunks. Like, man, game, give me one thing at a time. Throw me a bone even. Let's grab some ultimate gear, don't mind if we do. We have some shoulder pads for Stormy Shoulders, a new piece of gear, don't mind if we do. Let's get that pushed out of the way so we don't have the blaze to worry about so much. And then once that's been cut down, we can make our way over to a bright glow button, which I'm absolutely going to jump on, because everyone knows that the first rule of a bright glow button is to jump on it, much like the big red button. In fact, it goes by the exact same rules, don't you know? Push that right there. And then we're going to push it up again. We're going to do it again. Yes, it's rather repetitive. But this is just the start of level. Level gets much better. This is actually one of the best levels in this game. It's got some very creative ideas for its level, and its design overall is fun. That's correct. You heard me right. I did just say that there is levels in Imaginators that are mindless fun. This being chief amongst them. I couldn't believe it either. You know, I can't believe the own words coming out of my mouth right now. A fun level in Imaginators? What sort of alternate realm have I woken up in? So without further ado, it's Clobbers! Okay, so I did you all the favour of skipping past this Creation Clash game against Clobbers! You're welcome. I mean, it's Clobbers, not Blobbers. We don't give the time of day to the much inferior cousin to Blobbers, Clobbers. Man, clearly naming for Marble in the family, and this family, it doesn't take them too many brain cells to come up with the next name after the previous one. We probably have a Lobbers somewhere. We have your boy Blobbers, then there's Clobbers, no doubt there's a Blobbers, and Illobbers, a Lobbers, you know, with an L. Even though L doesn't come after E, and I was about to list them all in alphabetical order. But you know what? That seems like a waste of time now that I'm saying these words out loud. I'm realising how much of a waste of breath it is. Okay, thank you, Talking Head. Appreciate it. I love the fact that the level even acknowledges Bob over here as Talking Head. And let's pop through here. This is one of the other reasons as to picking Wildstorm earlier, because not only were we corresponding to the sensei element of the area, but it also meant that we anticipated the immediate switch afterwards to the air elements. Now we're still corresponding to the current element of the area, that being the air element. We did take some damage right there from a lack of precision. Oopsie! As they say, let's grab this treasure out now. That might be do, because the treasure leads to a chest of treasure, a whole chest. You heard that right, folks. But it's a shame that Blobbers, being as smart as he is, you know, his family clearly don't share his brain cells, given that they don't have much originality when it comes to naming new family members. Just add a new letter to the beginning of the name, slap that on the baby's birth certificate, and call it a day. Here comes one of those sets exclusive to the Cursed Temple, the Chameleon set. Don't mind if we do. Even if we'll be honest here, those colours really do not mesh well together. In fact, God knows you can change colours with your Imaginators to make the chameleon perhaps a little less ugly. And I have, once again, no remorse for calling the chameleon ugly. Did I hurt its feelings? Probably. Do I care? No. No, I do not. I have the same level of remorse for that chameleon as I did enemies that we absolutely obliterated in both the Battle Gong and the surprise attack sequences earlier. That hurts! Wow, talk about some instant karma right there. Game's getting back at me for my lack of remorse right now, but you know what? I shall not change. Through it all, I shall remain the same emotionless person, don't you know? I'm a man. Men don't cry. That is the most toxic statement out there, and it could not be more false. That being said, let's pop back on here. That was all for sake of treasure, and you know what? It was absolutely worth it. Everyone knows it's all about materialistic goods. I mean, Christmas, for Pete's sake, is all about the presents. Family, community, nah, none of that. Everyone knows it's about the gifts at Christmas time. How good your gifts are at Christmas basically defines how good that Christmas was. Why do you think your most memorable Christmases are the ones that you got all the best gifts? Yes, exactly. That's what proves that Christmas is all about gifts, nothing else. Thank you very much. End of conversation. I'm right, you are wrong. That's how these things work. Speaking of being wrong, that platform was wrong on so many levels. Apparently, I have no depth perception left.
Temple used to be quite an attraction.
Yeah, sure, whatever you have to say, Tiki person. Honorary Tiki Speaky. Tiki Speaky's cousin, no doubt. We have, I believe there's going to be another set. We have the Plane Ears, followed by the Plane something or another. The Plane Head. I mean, it looks pretty plain if you ask me. Now, I hear you not laughing at my joke. Laugh at it already. That joke was legendary. Okay, so we have the bomber pauldrons. Interesting. I can't believe they made a head out of a plane. Then again, I totally can't believe they made that. And you can use it for your own creations now. Yeah, Imaginate chest, like, the later you get into the game, like when they updated the game with a bunch of new sets, those sets did keep on getting weirder and weirder, but we're okay with weird. At the end of the day, like, the whole premise behind Imaginators is not only creating your own characters, but creating them to your heart's content, making them as goofy and silly as you please. You know, half of the comedy of the game is just how funny your Imaginators look half of the time. And that's all just part of its charm. Looks like beating up enemies and obliterating them to death. Well, not really to death. Apparently there's Skylanders lore about them being trapped with something around when they're defeated or something like that. And then the Skylanders sucking up these experience orbs that's left behind from them. Like their soul or something like that. I don't really know. Skylanders lore is not my area of expertise. It should be, given that my whole channel's dedicated to it. And yet here we are. Oh boy, Wildstorm is about to die. Caution is advised. So we're going to have to play this very, very careful, apparently. Especially with enemies that really want us dead right now, it seems. Leave me alone! I'm asking you nicely. Oh, well, that guy's dead, so that's good. Good start. No idea how that laser didn't hit me, but we take those. Okay, get out of there, because that's his melee attack that he utilizes when he gets to close and personal, so we really don't want to take that one to the face. We don't want to take his lasers to the face either, but we kind of did that anyway. Now, why won't you die already? I'm asking you nicely. Okay, watch out. Boom. Boom. And you're still not dead yet. That's just rude. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, get me out of this mess. Oh, there's some cheese pizza up there. I'm in desperate need of that. And it's Bob once again. I love the good bit of Bob. Not as much as Blobbers, obviously, because Blobbers is the single greatest NPC of all time. Let me greatest Skylanders NPC. Let's grab the pizza. One slice of many, I hope. Boom, let's finish him off. Even if that means coming down here to do it. Yes! Okay, we're going to finish these guys off before we go back to the selfie spot. Ow! Oh, that's just rude. What do you do that for? Yep, sweet, he's out of here, and now we can continue on our merry way. Finish off the last enemy, where some pizza can even be found. A reward for coming all of our way out of the way to defeat the enemy, I suppose, as well as the Imaginate chest, which is going to be another one of the sets that we're missing. The Petal Head from the Flower Power set. Sweet. Let's bend nature to our will and use it to obliterate all enemies in our path. Metal torso or petal torso. Doesn't look much of metal to me. I would say metals are not natural, metals are not so natural as this nature set. But you'd be wrong. There are such things as natural metals. That's what we have a periodic table for in chemistry. That is. And let's take them out. Sweet. Take them out some more. That's what we're talking about. Unfortunately, the experience kind of goes to waste with Wildstorm over here already being maxed out for show off. But we did really need him at this point, because if he was any level lower, he probably would have died to that previous combat encounter. That is a cool selfie right there. Well, cool. Not quite as cool as Wildstorm's hand. On the other hand, once again, a pun that I'm not going to apologise for. So, let us push this over there. Oh, sweet. It just kind of, you know, obliterated it for us. We take those, and into the puzzle nation we go. You've heard of the Fire Nation and all the other elements of the world of the Avatar. Well, this is the hidden one. This is the secret one that nobody talks about. The Puzzle Nation. Okay, so what we've got to do here, I believe, is place Bob on that thingy Bob right there. We're going to stick that because that's description enough as it is. Then we can pick them up, or something like that. Yes, we can. Sweet. Now I believe there's something over here also. A very, very cheeky hidden treasure. But nothing slips past us. And I mean nothing!
The curse is creating illusions to slow us down.
Oh, it's not gonna outlast us, on the other hand. We're way too smart, way too strong. Okay, get them illusions out of here. Oh, that's all just for sake of treasure. Worth it! These World Souls not maxed out yet, so the treasure's going to good use. Boom! We're going to destroy those. Look at me funny, no reason. We're going to do the same throughout their coal pit. Well, the pit of fire that obviously was created from the coal burning earth. It's about time we saw some different faces up in here. It's been forever since we last saw Barbella, so let's bring her into the mix. And hope she's not one of the characters that was defeated in battle, because when a Skylanders is defeated in battle, the class is dead and cannot be scanned for the remainder of the series. I have completely forgotten who those characters are. Okay, cool, get them out of here. And their little friends too. Yeah, so all in all, we don't have too many episodes of this series left. We're going to finish Triple Star on all of the levels that remain, except for Kaos's lair. Then, before we tackle Kaos's lair, we're going to grind out what Imaginator tests we're missing. With the editing style I referred to earlier, by speeding up the gameplay and making more of a montage style out of it. And then, straight to Lair of Chaos. We have maybe 6 or so episodes left at best. We're very much approaching upon the end game now. Okay, let's take these fools out for looking at me funny, no reason. I have made a joke once already and I don't much care that I have. Oh, her moves flow together so neatly. She is busted. I love this character so much. Oh, her gameplay is so much better than her design. It's not even funny. Can't believe they let down such an awesome character gameplay wise with such a lackluster design. Like, this feels like the design that they dropped the first time around and just called it a day because they needed an Earth Sentinel. Oh, I need Tiki. Let's bring the Tiki all the way over here. It's a shame that I am not fast. I could have done this so much more efficiently if I just had speed on my side. But unfortunately, Barbella is no Lightning McQueen. So here we are with the Tiki head again. I don't even get why we have to bring the Tiki head with us, because there's not exactly any illusions that we need to cross through. There's nothing blocking our path. We can see clearly now. I'm not gonna, save a whole song out loud, because it would be weird to save a song and not sing it, but if I also start singing the song, then that would be torturous for everyone involved, and I wouldn't dare stoop to that level. This is great, Talking Head. I would rather skip over this altogether by matching the game to skip button. But once again, they've gone back to Talking Head. It was referred to as Bob earlier. Is it Bob or Talking Head? Make your mind up. I mean, I think Talking Head is a far superior name. It's better than Clobbers any day of the week. Like, seriously, who names their kid Clobbers? I feel sorry for that kid that their parents gave him such a terrible, lackluster name. They kind of set them up for failure. But with that being said, let's swap out for a little bit of Blair Wolf. Obviously, I'm going to take advantage of my favourite sensei in one of the only areas of the game where I get to do such a thing. So let's destroy that to look at me funny. Ooh, illusion. Well, not much more. It is not.
Two bad feelings are better than one, you know.
Yeah, sure, that's how it works, lady person. So, I've just got to remember how the sequence is played out. Put you back in there. That's a completely different Skylander altogether, mate. One who's probably no good in this game because she's not even good in her own game, let alone this one where they nerfed all of the older characters. Oh, I can't believe he just went there. He stooped to that level. Boo! Lame! Now I remember how you're supposed to get to that treasure chest. We got to go all the way through, and from there only now can we get rid of the illusion and grab the treasure chest lying in wait. Don't mind if we do. Okay, more illusions. Let's see which of these tiles are the real ones. Now, all these illusions trying to stand in our way. Is this like mysterious level or what? Apparently, the curse took some influence from the famous comic book villain Mysterio. One of the plot points in Spider-Man 2, actually. A very good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But then again, it's a Spider-Man game. You can't go wrong with a Spider-Man game. Even some of the weaker ones tend to be decent games overall. And you compare it to most other Marvel games, Spider-Man games tend to be the top of that list. Sweet, we can now go back around again. We've basically just done a double loop here. So many loops, and I'm okay with that because this kind of looping bit gameplay design, it is clever, and I like it. And we're back. We're gonna need the Tiki head though, because that's another illusion standing in our way. Boom, taking him out for looking at me funny. Oh no, it's Crash Bandicoot all over again, but you know, for babies, it's so much easier. Okay, here we go. Sweet. Okay. I did and then did not mess up that jump timing like altogether. It kind of feels like the platform threw me a bone there and extended itself quicker than its intended time to help me out. But I didn't really take advantage of it. Now did I? Okay, let's pop up there. Wait for the next one. The only thing with this is that, unlike Crash Bandicoot, like failing these platforming challenges is not very punishing. And you can tell those are illusions from like a mile off, just from the decolorization of the blocks compared to their surroundings. Okay, there we go. You have so much time to react to these platforms. Like, one of them is still out, whilst the other one comes out as well. So in other words, you have something to stand on, and then wait for the other platform to slowly edge its way out, and then react to it and jump over. You don't have to time the jumps, because in Crash Bandicoot, it would lower the platform from beneath your feet just as the other platform is popping back out, so you need to time it so that you jump over to the other platform and land on it before the platform you're currently on, dissipates, shall we say. It doesn't really, like, it just moves, it doesn't cease to exist altogether. Let's say, before the platform below you shifts back out of place, if you waited for the other one to come back out, then by that time, the platform was already shifted and you fall to your doom. You get reset to the previous checkpoint. Crash Bandicoot is brutal compared to this, is what I'm trying to say, for lack of a better way of putting it. I know I'm finding a very roundabout way of getting there, but in the end, the goal of this rambling is to state that Crash Bandicoot is tough and this game is not. So even though there is a lot of Crash Bandicoot influences in this video game, let's grab the Tiki. Tiki's being, you know, one of the chief things amongst them, inspired by Crash Bandicoot, but also Skylanders in general, because Skylanders have had Tiki elements in past and present, such as Crash Bandicoot, not even Crash Bandicoot, Double Trouble even, as well as Tiki Speaky, which we referenced earlier. This being Tiki Speaky's, you know, distant cousin, for one that the family, you know, tends to forget to invite to things because they don't want to see him. The nuisance the family like to forget exists. I can relate. Joking, of course. Imaginators are strong here. I suppose I ought to play as one of them then. Let's give our water brawler some chance to shine, shall we? You can count on my Especially knuckles. Since we can count on his knuckles. Okay, let's take him out. You see, this is the kind of family member that gets invited to all of the shindigs, because you can count on them. You can count on their knuckles more specifically, and you like people in the family that you can count on that are reliable. You know, those are very much like traits that are looked out for. Pretty much any kind of situation, but especially in like professional situations, such as work, for example. If you are a reliable person, then you are going to be very attractive to employers. They are going to want you for their workforce. Okay, let's cook down some stuff. Don't mind if we do. Destroy some enemies along the way because they had it coming. Well, actually they didn't. They really didn't do anything besides, you know, kind of like do exactly what it is they're programmed to do. But we're going to kill them anyway. We're going to kill them anyway for not really doing much wrong. Attacking me was for last mistake they will ever make. And again, that's, you know, kind of their only, only purpose and objective is to attack me. They have no other saber matter. They have no choice. They have no free will, and we're killing them for it. We're killing them for their lack of ability to choose for themselves. And you know what? They deserve to die just for that alone. Oh, double blast! Oh dear, I'm terrified.
Come quickly.
Well, it would be more scary if, you know, it wasn't the fact that this is a 3D game and I can just come to a part of the stage that they are not. That's kind of exactly what dodging an attack looks like. Okay, sweet. Let's push this some more. Ow. Actually not ow, that didn't hurt that much. We're okay. Kill him with the might of the block. Sweet. Okay, this guy's got to go. Luckily for me, I am very powerful. In case you could tell so already. And now, let's push him. That should get it right. Yes, that got it alright. And boom, finish them all off. Yes, there we go. Oh, there's more of them. Who gave them permission to be more of them? This is just rude. Okay, all of you, come over here. Stand right by these spinning blades of doom. I didn't mean to push it that way. I meant to push it the other way. It's fine. That's still going to get two of them. And then this guy we're just going to pull off this because our fist is pretty brutal as it is. Like those blades, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, they were in for a whole world of hurt right there.
Over here.
And there is the curse that we are after. We have got to the throne, but first things first, we're going to need our good
The statue.
tiki friend. What's back here? This seems like the perfect place to hide something. But they didn't. That's just disappointing. I am beyond disappointed. And now my day is ruined. That's not quite how the meme goes, but you know what? I thought I'd add some originality to it. Already, I'm more original than the entirety of the Obbers family line combined. Like, seriously, I could come up with a better name for a kid than Clobbers, or Globbers, or Elbers, or actually Flobbers. That's a shout. I could go for some Flobbers. But all the other ones suck! They're lame! Blobbers and Flobbers are the only good ones of the others, on a name basis alone. And then Blobbers not only has the awesome name, he is just the guy, the Skylanders NPC guy. He is the NPC of all time. And that being said, we completed everything except for speedrun. So that is a pretty successful run of a level if you were to ask me. But now that we're back over at MEP, without further ado, let's roll that outro. Thank you so much for watching through to the end of this video. I deeply appreciate every last one of you, since it's viewers such as yourself which make these videos possible, and I couldn't do it without all of your unwavering support. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can click on screen now to watch either my most recent video or a video picked out specifically just for you. You can also access the entire playlist for the video you just watched. I'll be seeing you in the next video, but until that moment arises, peace!